Mileage challenges have been all the rage, especially during the pandemic. Whether you're running across California, across Tennessee, these challenges have been popping up everywhere where you add mileage and you try to reach a certain goal. Well, I'm here with head coach of RaceMob, master motivator, RRCA certified coach, and the co-chair of the Taji 100, which has been doing this for 10 years now, to give you a couple of tips on how to plan your mileage challenge and how to get across the finish line successfully and injury-free.
These virtual challenges are prevalent right now, and it's really inspired a lot of people to stay active. Now that we don't have live racing, which will come back, we just want to make sure that we're sharing our tips that's going to help you enjoy your virtual race experience and, more importantly, help you get to the finish line.
So what are your tips to get across the finish line?
First off, you got to sign up. First and foremost, you got to have some skin in the game. After that, understanding the moving parts of the event, the duration, what's that cutoff? What's the total mileage? Very, very important. And how, the means you are recording the mileage personally. If you're using a GPS, if you're using a watch-based GPS, phone-based GPS, and how you submit your miles, knowing that in advance is key.
And I know that some of these events are run only. Some of them allow for walking or hiking. Some of them are bike and swim and all of that. So knowing what activities count is always important to begin with. So coach, how should people plan for completing these events?
One, you want to see where you are physically, meaning your fitness level, and looking at the total miles and the completion date. Now, some of these challenges may range from 50 miles, 100 miles, 150 miles, etc. For example, Taji 100 is a 100-mile event in the month of February, which I would suggest taking that mileage and dividing it by 4, 25 miles a week, and ask yourself, can I knock that out? And if you can't run that, maybe you're going to need to consider incorporating walking or taking on a shorter amount. Maybe it's 20 miles in that week and then gradually ramp up. Maybe it's 15 miles in the first week and gradually pick it up.
And we know that doctors recommend only a 10% of increase in miles. So if you can't do that initial running of 20, 25 miles in that first week, don't push it. Don't push it too early, because the number one thing that's going to derail you, as we know, is injury. So talk to us, coach, about injury. How do you prevent injury?
Doing too much too soon, especially with cardio activity, can sideline you, and we want to avoid that. And best ability is availability. Okay. Before you actually start the exercise, can you warm up? Maybe it's jumping jacks, maybe it's high knees, maybe it's butt kickers, something just to generally get the body warmed up. What you don't want to do is to go from home to track, home to trail, home to road, and just get right into the run. Also very important to help prevent injury is once you're done with the workout, getting some quality stretching in. We have that on the RaceMob website. We can help you with that as well. There are a lot of resources out there. Foam rollers. We have a podcast and on our YouTube channel examples of resources that you can take a look as well. So pre-workout and post-workout, doing that, those little subtleties can help your overall experience. And in the event you do get injured, if you want to keep moving, walk it out. And we talked earlier, how long does it take to walk 3 miles? How long does it take to walk 5 miles, to walk 6 miles? Generally, between 18 to 20 minutes. So if you look to break it down that way, you can still make progress with a reduced intensity by walking.
And so many of the participants that complete the events, they walk a good portion of those miles because it creates less impact on your body. So if you're going to plan to walk the event, again, with Taji, maybe 30 some hours to complete the event. So mark that down on your calendars. Pick which days you're going to be walking. And we've got some tremendous plans for you, available for you. We have a link down below if you want a free training plan, if you want us to help you plan that route along. Before we get to our last and most important tip, if you like this content, please hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and consider hitting the bell icon for more episodes like this. Let's get to the other thing that prevents people from getting over the finish line. Motivation, the motivating factor. People maybe falling off the horse. People may be saying that they're too busy to get this done. What are some tips to keep people on the wagon through that month, especially if they've fallen behind a little bit.
Calendar it. Life is going to
Yep.
happen. You know that you're going to go to work, take care of the kids. You got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those things are going to be made. You have to calendar this. You have to commit on a daily basis. Factor in rest days. Also, soliciting the help of the built-in community. I mean, we can help you with that with RaceMob. A lot of these virtual events have online social groups, Facebook. Be a part of that. Share your journey, share your photos, and other people are struggling as well. They may have tips, and you may find a couple of virtual accountability buddies can help you along the way. Put it on the calendar and have social fitness support groups as well.
Okay, Coach, any final tips for our participants?
Yes. More importantly, just have fun. Very important. It shouldn't feel like a job. It shouldn't feel task-driven. You want to enjoy the experience and maybe make it more than about yourself. Maybe dedicating the journey to somebody else or a cause. Maybe the event itself is benefiting a charity, being mindful of the people who are going to receive more awareness, potentially funds because of your participation, and what your experience is going to be like through the journey. Immersing yourself in Mother Nature, out on those hikes, maybe where if it weren't for the challenge, you wouldn't be there, and seeing the good in it and putting one step in front of the other, maybe inviting your family, the kids, a spouse, a partner out on those walks to foster conversation. It just makes the time go by quicker and you enjoy the experience overall.
Fantastic, Coach. And as we often talk about, you learn the most through your challenges, through the struggles sometimes, and through putting in the work. And that journey itself is the fun. I encourage you to sign up for one of these challenges. We'll have links down below to the challenges that we're most excited about coming up. I'm also creating some spreadsheets that will help you keep track of your progress throughout the month. It'll connect automatically to your Strava account so you can download some stuff, but get involved. Sign up. That is the first step. Just sign up and we promise you will have fun. With that, if you guys like this episode, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more from Coach B or myself. And thank you guys for spending some time with us today.